a little bit.
Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are back with Friday night debate show, man. Listen, if you lot are not here on a Friday night, then listen, you're missing out, people, because we are going to talk some football and we're going to talk some, Mason Mount. We're going to talk about the system working, Everton preview, our lineup for the weekend. We got all jam-packed show. We got reports of Quenda, representative we're talking to, Saudi Arabia. It's all kicking off at United, man. I can't lie to you. So many news. Even this morning, Liam Delap. Was it Liam Delap? Yeah, we're linked with Liam Delap as well. It's all kicking off, people. So big up to everyone who's locked in. Smash a like on the video. That's the first thing right now you lot should be doing. Thumbs up button right now. Let's get the first 100 likes on the board, people. And big up to Wasim United, people. What are you saying, Wasim? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? You're right.
Yep, all good, people. Listen, people, I want everyone to follow Wasim_United. He's 25 subscribers now. We're gonna get him to 50 by the end of the show, people. Let's do that right now, people. So let's do that right now. Big up to Wasim in the building. We got a man like Brian in the building. Brian, how you doing, bro? Can you hear Brian? Brian, we can't hear you, bro.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can hear you now.
Yeah, I was saying, I'm feeling good. Thanksgiving was great. United win, so I was pretty happy yesterday. And I'm looking forward to Everton. So, Amorim is doing well. And a lot of the things I thought would happen are happening. So,
yes,
feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yesterday I enjoyed it yesterday, guys, man. I can't lie to you. I know a lot of people were a bit like, but I can't lie to you. For the first time, we had possession, but we had possession with intent, guys. We were moving the ball quickly. There was movement from Mason Mount. There was movement from even Ugarte. Like, I started with you, Wasim, but I felt like, for me, the manager talked about it. He said, yo, I can see the shape. I can see what we're trying to do. And you know what? People might laugh and say, oh, it's only Bodon Glimp. But, bro, when it was against Power and them, man, you weren't saying nothing, were you? So it's good to see that there's a little bit of, there's improvement in the side. They're growing into the system right now. What do you say to that, bro?
Yeah, absolutely. I felt the same. Like, we go into the game, we know generally the system that we're going to play, and we know the intentions of the manager and of the team, and we know what profiles are going to fit in certain positions. And yesterday we got to see different profiles in different positions to see if they can work there long term, and even if they can't work there long term, can there be an option there, and also how reliable they are in that position. So that was really good to see. And also as well, I thought we kept the ball really well. We'll go in the more analytical side as we get into the show. But I thought we kept the ball well at times, and also that tweak that Amorim made when he put the low on second half to stabilize stuff and so forth. I thought that was really good, and I was really pleased because I think you went to the game, Saeed, but on commentary, Robbie Savage, I think he was trending on Twitter as well.
Oh man, I heard about him. I heard he was talking some madness.
Oh yeah, he's looking my Twitters down at the moment. Honestly, he was doing my head in. He kept mentioning, like, after 5 minutes, go to a 4-2-3-1. The players are used to that system. I'm like, why would you revert back to a system that we played previously? We've got a new manager, a successful manager, won two league titles, won 2 cups, fresh ideas, attacking philosophy, aggressive implementation of his style. So why would you change that when we're only two games in? We need the players to implement it, and then we need to learn about the players. He's going to learn about the players, and the fans are going to learn more about the system.
Yeah.
And if some players long term can't fulfill a certain role, then that's it. They go to the bench or they're sold. Like, we move on. We have to do it the Amorim's way, not accommodate for these players. That's it.
100%, bro. I'm firm believer of that, bro. I believe, yesterday people were saying, oh, but it's not working, it's not very good. Broski, we have to implement the system. The players will get exposed, and if that happens, it happens. But these players have to understand that this is the Amorim way. He's not going to change it after a couple of games. And this won't be the media what they'll do. This is the new agenda now. You know how before they'll say there was no system, guys. There's no what we're doing now. It'll be it's too complicated. We don't know what's going on. You know, I think Danny Murphy goes on Match a Day, or this 3-4-3 won't work in the Premier League. Like, bro, like allow it, man. Like, let us do what we got to do, bro. You see what I mean?
This is the thing. Like the pundits are, some of their analysis level is actually shocking. Like Robbie Savage was saying some nonsense on commentary. He's always said nonsense on commentary, to be fair. I don't know what it is. Maybe Manchester United didn't give him a job. But for some reason, he hates us right now. So I don't know what it is.
Because Charlie Savage, innit? That's why.
Yeah, maybe. But pretty much the media don't get it. You know, when you're trying to set up a new system at a football club, the worst thing you want to do is start chopping and changing too much. You set the ground level, you set the base, this is what we're going to do, and you stick to it. And it's shown in the numbers. You know, Manchester United had like 70% possession. Maybe I think highest pass completion for a long time, or total passes completed. So Amorim is going to play his way, which is what we all wanted Ten Hag to do, and he didn't do it. He has a set system of playing, and listen, he needs to improve players. This is the biggest thing. Even though we want players that are going to get sold, and I still think a lot of them are going to get sold, but he still needs to get players better. Players like Ugarte, who we were feeling not so sure of. Players like Højlund that we were feeling, you know, he's young, but he's not doing the business that we need him to do. Players like that, we need him to get something out of them, because we spent a lot of money on these guys, and we need to get a return on our investment. People,
100%.
It doesn't matter who we play, right? If we're playing against a team that's lower end on the table, that's even more reason why you should play a system and play the way you want to play. So we played a team that maybe people don't know, or it's still Europe, guys. In Europe, we've seen smaller teams have shocking results against Manchester United. At the end of the day, the performance was good. We had our strikers scoring goals, and I think we'll get into Højlund and other players performing.
Yeah.
So, good day. I don't think people need to take huge conclusions from it, but I also don't think people need to completely beat it down like as if it's irrelevant. People just need to chill. Let Manchester United do their thing. Let Amorim do their thing. And I think at some point at the end of the season, we'll have a much better picture of how good he is as a coach.
100%, man. It's bro. You know. Yesterday, man. What I loved about him yesterday, even when we're 3-2 up and it was towards the end of the game, you should have seen the way he was shouting at Rashford to press high up the pitch. You know what I mean? Shout out to little Wasim there. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like for me, it was like you had to, for me, go and press high up the pitch, man. The demands, bro. He's like almost like Simeone on the touchline, bro. The way he's harassing.
He was saying Højlund was tired too. He was saying Højlund was flagging at 70th minute or so.
Yeah, bro. Because they're not used to pressing like this, bro. And I mean pressing with an intent purpose. You know what I mean? And a way of pressing, bro. Like, they have to press in all together, bro. That's what you want to see, bro. Because end of the day, if you don't demand that from minute 0 to minute 90, bro, they're gonna go back into their comfort zone of, we only need to press for 60 minutes. It's only 70. You know what I mean? And that's what I love. Yeah.
So with Ralph Ragnick, when Ragnick came in, you can't continue to make accommodations for these players.
Yeah.
If you can't fit the system, you're not gonna play, or you're eventually gonna get sold.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. We can't keep doing this where it's like, I don't understand why maybe they're trying to push the narratives, these pundits, that, you see, Amorim can't even get them to, I don't know. Maybe I don't get it. Like, why do you want us to change our system back to what Ten Hag was doing? I don't understand the point of that. It doesn't make any sense to me. So,
bro, 100%, man. I fully agree with you. And like I said yesterday, it was we made 2 mistakes, for the goals. Apart from that, we controlled the game. We made sure we were playing our game, and that level of control, I want to just keep seeing that, bro. I want to keep seeing that. And that's where, for me, we got to talk about. There's going to be some individuals that we can talk about today. One of them is Mason Mount, because it's very interesting, You all know my opinion on Mason Mount here. I've said he's probably one of the worst signings we've signed in terms of output, in terms of just in general. Like, I just don't really rate him, But yesterday, this was a goal for Mason Mount. It's not the goal for Mason Mount, but look at the way we played it. Think about this goal is here. We keep the width anyway here, but this is what Mason Mount could do for me that the others can't do. Just a little flick here, look, bang there. Right, beautiful Ugarte and then Hoyland there. And I thought for me, he had a good game yesterday. And this is what Ruben Amorim said here. You can see moments and details that Mount is a proper footballer. We believe in him. I especially believe a lot in Mason Mount. That's some strong words, guys, man. You know what I mean? Like, guys, that is a sign of a player that the manager maybe feels like he could get the best out of in this system. You know what I'm saying? And Wasim has got some a photo here that he wants to show. I don't know if I can get it in the big version here, but yeah, like Wasim, give me your lowdown on Mason Mount on why the manager believes that he is good enough to be playing.
Sorry, it's just my niece. So first of all, I want to touch on regarding was it their second goal? Yeah, their second goal. People think it's a mistake for Martinez to step in. That is absolutely not a mistake. He as a third centre back has to step in. He has to follow that player, because if you don't follow that player, that player is going to receive the ball anyway, and we're going to be deep in our half. And whilst he comes to our half, he's going to be closer to goal, and also he's going to draw a player out anyway. So pretty much you're creating the same situation. The issue it was a very simple issue. It was basically, if you watch it back, anyone that's watching, watch the goal back, the second goal. Malacia is actually ahead of their right winger. He's got a bit of a long name like Zinkernagel or something.
Yeah,
Malacia was ahead of that right winger, but the issue with Malacia, which is a bit like not what's I don't know the right word, but basically normally he's actually good in those one-on-one duels and his pace and his physicality, and for him to get skipped past that easily, that was an issue. Maybe it's a lack of fitness and so forth. The reason why that Martinez thing was not issue, because on the opposite side again, Mazraoui did the exact same. For Hoyland,
he did
the exact same. He stepped in, didn't he? And he won the ball, and then he skipped past two players, crossed it to Hoyland. He touched it up and finished it in the far corner. That's equally what Martinez tried to do on the left-hand side. Sometimes, as a player behind, you got to read the situation, and I think Malacia was probably a bit flat-footed in that regards. Then regarding Mason Mount, I think one of his most obvious and best seasons were under Thomas Tuchel when they won the Champions League and they played a 3-4-3 system. He played as the left number 10. Yesterday he played as the right number 10, so he can occupy those half spaces. What I really liked is I thought basically it was almost like a diamond shape. So like Mazraoui was stepping out, Anthony on the right centre mid Ugarte, who actually had a good game, and Mason Mount was the right 10. I felt that diamond was combining really well, and they were like alternating. Sometimes if Mazraoui pushed in, Ugarte was a step off. I felt they functioned really well. And also, like Mason Mount, he's a very intelligent player. So not only off the ball, he knows when to press and when not to press and so forth. So in this picture, it's basically to describe it to the viewers, so then we can take it off. So basically, Anthony's got the ball on the right hand side. Mason Mount has made that run, and Anthony should feed it to Mason Mount, because if Anthony feeds it to Mason Mount, Hoyland was on the back post. But if you see in this picture, the bottom picture, Anthony passed it backwards. But sometimes he's got to make, because Mason Mount, when we see De Bruyne make those spaces between the left back and the center, and then there's a cutback and it's a goal. That's the exact same run as Mason Mount made there. And that's the spaces he can attack. So not off the ball, he's good in terms of his IQ, and he can fit into midfield to make it more compact. For example, a 3-5-2. He's also on the ball. He's technically sound, and I think obviously he had a lot of people giving him stick and so forth. But that's mainly injury related instead of quality related, because I can't have that a player of his technical ability and understanding and intelligence can fall off that quickly, because he didn't really rely on physical attributes like Rashford. So therefore, he can't fall off that easily. And I think hopefully he works in this system and he works well. So then United have another player to contribute to our success.
You know what it is with me, yeah? Like, I feel like for me, it's like if the new managers, wants to get the best out of him, we have to back it in it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be negative towards Mount. Maybe last year with the whole situation and whatnot, like I don't know, like, but I do believe it is now or never with Mason Mount in this system. Like he has to be the best version of himself. You know what I mean? I do believe he's decent on the ball. Like he's not a shabby player on the ball. He's a willing runner. Off the ball, he presses well, So there are little attributes that I can say to himself, you know what? He's got that, And my thing is that can he stay fit?
Yeah.
And can he be a starter? You know what I mean? Are we ever going to look at him, Brian, and be like, yo, he's a bona fide starter? You know what I mean? Like, can you say that to yourself that, you know what? Mason Mount is the guy for this system. Is a guy in the long term. We want him. Or is the manager just giving everyone that bit of encouragement that, you know what, you've not been playing. I want you to play now. We need people like you.
Yeah. I mean, we knew that Mount is used to the 3-4-3 system, obviously, with his time at Chelsea. So the manager is going to want as many players that he feels understand the system as quickly as possible to play, Players like Højlund, who's played with Atalanta, and obviously Ugarte as well. So I don't know. My judgment on Mount is reserved until I see him play 20 games, 30 games, 40 games.
Yeah.
Something, an extensive, like we have a large sample size. We don't have a large sample size of him at Manchester United. All we have is he was brilliant at Chelsea. He kind of fell off at Chelsea, and he's been injury prone at Manchester United. So that's almost two negatives and a positive. So we need to see him go large sample size of playing really well before we go, okay, we can use him in the squad. But for right now, I'm like, we just need time. There's no, like I said, there's no point in taking huge conclusions from that game until we get a larger sample size for Mount. If he stays fit, I think he can contribute. But until he does that, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I agree with that. I think larger sample size and also fitness and consistency. Then we know, even if he's not going to be a bona fide number 10 for United, he can be a very important squad player and we can rely on him. So at least be reliable for United and be a contributor, even if you can't be our Odegaard, so to speak, or our De Bruyne, so to speak. At least be a contributor to this 25-man squad.
Yeah, 100%. That's go on.
I just wanted to add, like I said this before, and people have seen it for the last two games. Or well, some of the Ipswich game. Bruno Fernandes is not being used in that 10 role.
I know.
I said it before.
But you know what?
Came in.
Yes, you did say it.
He was not going to play there. He was not going to play in the 10 because of what Amorim wants in that position.
But you know what, though? The thing is with Bruno Fernandes being there, though, do you believe he's just there because he's a captain? Or if he wasn't captain, do you reckon Bruno Fernandes would be playing? Be honest.
Honestly,
because he's captain and he's also Portuguese and he's also, because I'm just like, are you just putting him in there because, he's a captain?
He was tidy. He was tidy, but it's.
I don't mind. Yeah. He was tidy. I love that. But then again, we ain't gonna see maybe the Bruno Fernandes.
That everybody brags about. Yeah,
about basically. Yeah, you know what I mean. I can't lie. He's been good. I've not really
tidy,
been. Yeah, he's been tidy. Yeah,
but my worry, not worry, but the reality will be, if United sign someone that can bench him out of the squad.
Yeah.
So if we go sign an Edson Alvarez from Atalanta, there's no reason why he should start ahead of Bruno in that 8 position. There's no chance. So that's the thing. That's what I would say. For right now, he has more legs than Eriksen, and he can be tidy too. So he will play ahead of Eriksen, and Casemiro still doesn't really have, it's not like as if the midfield is exposed, so to speak. That's why Casemiro might not play as well in that 8 position. It's the energy, right, to do the counter pressing and all that stuff that Casemiro doesn't really have. So Bruno is going to start ahead of him for now. But I don't know if long term he's going to fit for Manchester United, because you're right. It's because it's Bruno, it's because he's captain. Maybe he just has such a huge reputation still, and the manager's like, it wouldn't make sense to come in right in and bench him right away. But just profile wise, like I don't know if he's gonna fit. I don't think he's gonna fit.
Shout out to Suj, by the way, man. Big up to everyone who's locked in, man. Over 700 in the building. We got 197 likes. Let's get that to 500. Shout out to Suj for the super chat, bro. Love each and every time. You know what it is for me? It's like we're still learning, innit? We're still understanding who fits where. But Mason Mount was used already there. Garnacho's gonna stay there, by the way. I don't think Garnacho will go anywhere else.
For now.
For now.
Oh,
You know what I mean? He ain't gonna go anywhere. So it's interesting, but the fact that he's mentioned Mason Mount here is interesting. He's talked up, he's talked up 3 players very, very well. What do you call it? Mazraoui, Mason Mount, and Dalot. They're the 3 players that he's talked about the most in this team. Everyone else, he's kind of almost not really giving them too much kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like they're the top players. So I think it's going to be interesting, man, to see what this system provides. Because for me, it's not the system, it's the personnel. Like, I believe once this personnel is better and you see better players playing in the system, you will see more output. You will see more situations where we're not just cutting it back and there's nobody there, or we're just, wasting chances, etc., etc. Like, you see that we're so efficient, man. That's the next level for United, because we had chances yesterday. Now, can you be efficient, bro? Can we be efficient, guys? Can we be the team that we just put Bodo Glimt to bed? Everton on the weekend, we put them to bed. That's a problem as well, guys, that we're not clinical enough, because we started off well and then we kind of went back to our little ways a little bit and then we got back into the groove. So it's interesting, man. But yeah, go on.
There'll be growing pains. There'll be lots of growing pains. And I think if you look at our team, it's kind of funny because the left side used to be our strongest side a few years ago. But now our right side is looking at our strongest side because of Mazraoui. And I think Euro is going to come into. I think Ugarte plays on that side as well, and Mount played on that side too. Ahmad also plays on the right side. Our left side is looking very worrying, scary almost.
Yeah.
Shaw, he's been good, but you can't trust Shaw's fitness over the course of a season. Malacia, you can see his body is not where it was before he got injured. Left center back is still a weakness there. They got in on that left side quite a bit for their 2 goals, really.
Yeah.
So that's where we need to focus on. And obviously, Garnacho's position. I like him in the sense that he's a young player that always tries, but is he really the person that's going to take us to the next level? Probably not. So we need to address almost that whole left side, which is like 5-6 positions. And I think if we do that, if we can go into January, sign a left wing back, probably sign another left center back. We'll see if the money is there.
That'll be a summer thing, but I do hear what you mean.
That'll be good.
Because Mazraoui, not Martinez, obviously, it's difficult because I don't know if you see the passing from Martinez yesterday was so good, man. Like his passing in between the lines there, but ultimately that side you're losing a lot of. There's no power there. There's no there's no physicality in terms of aggressiveness. There's not like, and even Delit, I can't lie to you, a couple of times, a lot of loose passes. So that side there is where the concern is a little bit.
It's a problem.
I mean? And also, Dalot's not in the greatest of form as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dalot's not in the greatest of form at the minute. But you can see what he can still do. Yesterday, do you see where he just went past about 3 or 4 players, and then just the pass was a bit too short. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I think for me, like, I'm actually enjoying how this team's gonna flourish, man. I'm not looking at this where I'm like, I'm concerned. Like, I can see that they're enjoying it already. Even Hoyler's come out and said, this is the kind of formation that I like to play in. I played this in Atalanta, which is
Hoyland loves Europe for some reason. He scores a lot of goals in Europe.
Man. He loves Europe, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, a lot of people are saying, Saeed got to hold it for Hoyland. I said, listen, man, we need consistency, man. You know what I mean? It's all good and well and playing against Bodo Glimt, but the manager has said also things that we already knew as well. He's got to be better in terms of the first touch, and he's got to be better at shielding the ball. And also, he's taking too many touches. It's something that we've all said. I don't know, man. This manager definitely, he's done his research, man. Because
his profiling
boy,
is top class.
his profiling, guys, man, is top class, man. You know what I mean?
I think he's aware. I think he's aware of that left-hand side being an issue as well. I think obviously because if his profile is really good, I think he would be aware. I think because on the right-hand side, for example, we got Mazraoui certified. We got a right wing back.
Yeah.
We could have Delors. We could have Anthony, and potentially Ahmad. And then on the right, and then the right centre mid is Ugarte, who understands that system perfectly. And then the right number 10 could be Mount, could be Ahmad, and so forth. So generally, the quality there and the understanding and the technicality side, everything there is really good. But regarding the left hand side, we're not sure regarding who the left wing back is going to be. Malacia looks out of touch.
For now,
any levels of fitness, and what's his name? And Garnacho, he's up and down. He's up and down. It can be really frustrating at times, and at times he does some good displays. But I don't feel he's a team player, to be honest, Garnacho. I think the pass is always on. If he stops for a second, the pass is on. He knows when this ball comes across, he does not care if Fernandez is on his right, Højlund's free. He does not care. He's already made in his mind that this ball is coming to my feet and I'm going for that far corner. Even if I can pass it to Højlund to the right, I've already made my decision. And that's the problem with him. He can in those positions, instead of shooting, he can disguise that he's going to shoot and then pass it, and then you've got a chance.
Yeah, Garnacho, I don't know, man. Bro, I don't know. Maybe the manager just likes him because right now he's offering us a lot of pressing, maybe from the front. Maybe he thinks, you know what, the energy that he could give us. I don't know, man. Right now, he's got that position for now. You know what I mean? I don't see it changing anytime soon, guys. I'll be honest with you.
If Kobe Menu comes back, maybe. I think
he didn't. Why did he not play? Was it just precaution, by the way, that he didn't play? Kobe Menu.
I think we're just easing him back. There's no need for him to be rushed in. But yeah, Kobe Menu might have an opportunity to play in that left attacking 10 position. I don't see him playing deeper. Maybe he could, but he obviously has the talent to do it. But for me, he'd be more effective. That left 10 is almost tailor-made for Kobe Menu. But long term, anyway, I don't even see we still need quality there in terms of signings anyway. So, well, Garnacho is okay for now. He's frustrating. He's very frustrating. There's so many he misses the chance. I don't know what's going on with his finishing. Sometimes he finishes very well. You're like, oh
yeah.
But when he has any kind of amount of time to think,
I know. That's when he struggles. He's an instinctive finisher, Garnacho. You know what I mean? When it's like, you know what I mean? Like you just need to quick, boom, make a decision. That chance when Rashford made that ball, he had to hit it first time. Remember? That's when he's better at. Yeah. But when he has the time to think, bro, oh man,
just screams a kind of player bring off the bench.
But I know, but the manager doesn't believe that right now at the minute. You know what I'm saying? So at this time right now, you know what I mean? We have to, and the thing is, right, it's not really a left 10 though, is it? It's more you're out wide. And I don't know, did the manager say that, by the way? I think he said something about the positioning of certain players.
I think he had to make some adjustments because of that. Because of what was happening with Malacia, what was happening with the center backs, what was happening with Garnacho's positioning. Like I said, that whole left side is an issue. They're not doing what the manager wants in terms of pressing, counter pressing, and being in the right positions. Dalot, we saw it against Ipswich sometimes. His positioning was awful. He wasn't going to go press when he needed to press. So that whole side really has... he had to make some adjustments and maybe push Garnacho a little wider in the game, but that's not where he wants him to play.
Yeah, 100%. Garnacho wants to take the long shots himself instead of passing. Yeah, generally, bro, the amount of times Højlund was free, man, and you know what I mean? He doesn't. You got you see Amad Diallo, differences there. Amad Diallo, man. Yeah. First time pass. And Amad Diallo, I'll be honest with you, man. Sometimes I'm like, bro, you don't need to pass to these, man, bro. Like, you can shoot. And this is the thing. And I think even the manager said that as well. Don't know if you see it. He goes, he needs to shoot more outside the box. Amad Diallo. But he's always thinking about his friends, man. But they don't think about him, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's true, though.
I don't think there's anything wrong with him passing more. I would like him to feed the striker more. I think if him and Højlund can get into more of a relationship, I think both of them will benefit from it. I think Højlund sometimes looks for the pass even when he should shoot. And I think I think they would have a better. We haven't seen them play together, with Amorim. Have we really seen them? I think Rashford, for the most part, played most of the game against Ipswich, and Højlund came in later. So I would like to see them start, hopefully against Everton. We see Ahmad in that 10 role. Maybe see Mount on the left side. But obviously, maybe we want to ease him Mount, so maybe he might not start. So we'll see. I really want to see Ahmad in that 10 role. I would be disappointed if we don't see Ahmad in the 10 role against Everton.
Yeah, no, I think for me, I can't see it. I really can't. I think he prefers him at right wing back, guys. I think he does. Unfortunately, that's his position right now. Only because, you know what it is? It's the fact that he could join in attack as well. And Mazraoui is so dependable behind him. He believes, and had it not been the other side, I think for me, I don't think it would be that situation. But because Mazraoui is so good at covering, that's where he's like, you know what? It's okay, Ahmad. Stay in that position there. You know what I mean? And then you can go forward when you need to as well. It's not as if you're staying back, though. Let's be honest. Like, Amad Diallo don't stay back. The whole purpose for that as well is to pin the opposition back. You know what I mean? I do get it why he's playing wing back, but then I'm also in my head, I'm like, come on, man. Like, yo, free my brother, man. Like, free him. Free him again. We've gone from free him not playing to now free him and put him in his position, man. How many times are we going to free the man them? You know what I'm saying, bro? We've got to work extra hard, man. It's mad.
I think with certain opposition, we're not always going to be where we impose ourselves on the opposition. Because ideally what...
I agree.
Ideally what Amorim wants is to be in a 3-2-5 shape. And so the left wing backs are really high, the right wing backs are really high. So Ahmad is essentially a right winger in that position. However, if you saw against our Ipswich in our first game, Ahmad had a lot of defending to do because we were in a 5-2-3 shape, and the spaces either side of the midfielders where Hutchinson scored, that was in concern, and that's why it goes on to Brian's earlier point regarding Fernandes. He has the mobility to cover those lateral spaces. So I think ultimately we do need Ahmad in that right number 10, and then I wouldn't mind if Mount is the left number 10, and then maybe Højlund as striker. I think that's more balance, more quality, plays in the natural positions, get more attacking output as well.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think for me, ultimately, you got to remember, guys, is that, this is gonna take a while, man. And you know what he's doing? He's studying everyone, man. He's studying everyone. He can't just say, this is my first 11 and I'm just locking off shop. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to give everyone a chance, and that might bring some defeats along the way. But if he doesn't do that, then we'll never know who can really fit in the system or not. You know what I mean? Like, right now, I think everyone's played barring Mainu and Maguire and Lenny Yoro.
Yeah.
That's it. They're the only three that have not played in this system. You know what I mean? Everyone else has played at least 45 minutes, 20 minutes here and there. Do you know what I mean? Like, they've accumulated some minutes on in the tank. So that right there, I can't lie. We just need to. It's about building the system. Yeah, maybe Bayende as well, but he's a keeper, though, isn't it? That's the thing, man. So it's about building a system and building that identity and what he wants here. But you can still see that there's a couple of players that are his lieutenants in it. Like, they're gonna stay there regardless, in it. You know what I mean? There's a core of the team that I would say are in there. Rashford is one of them where I'm like, bro, you didn't. I don't think you made a good good example of yourself on Sunday, guys.
I don't want to speak on Rashford because I told you so. He's in trouble. In this
is he in trouble? Is he really in trouble?
He's in big trouble. Big trouble. Where is he gonna play? Where's he gonna play?
Right 10, maybe? He played it yesterday, the right 10.
No.
I didn't. Did you think he was good yesterday when he came on? I didn't.
He made one good move, and that was for Ahmad. Remember when he did a little layoff to Ahmad? That was it.
Yeah.
Finish was poor, man. That finish there, bro. You're 27 now, yeah. That should be your that should be
you
a
shouldn't go for power. Why are you going for power?
But that's what he does all the time, though, man.
Like, we see with Salah. Just place it. Just place it a little. Like, the keeper does your work for you. Just place the ball. So, but outside of that, like that should be Rashford's bread and butter. Like that should be what gets him into the team. That finishing, the goal scoring. But he's been really spotty with that anyway. But everything else, the playmaking, the pressing, the counter pressing, the positioning, things that you want from your 10 in that position, Rashford is not going to offer it. So I don't see him being part of this team long term. Like you're shoehorning him into a position that he's not going to be very effective. So at the end of the day, he's our second highest paid player after Casemiro. You can't have that. You can't have that. We can't be having these guys that are our top highest paid players being some of the least effective for the system. That's not a balanced squad. So yeah, it's sad, man, because he's a United lad and he came through the academy and everything, but he's not. At some point, you got to let go. And Manchester United have had a very bad habit of holding on to players for too long. Just let him go. Let him go somewhere else where he can maybe restart his career. But right now, I think we're holding on to him. I don't think it's good for us, and I don't think it's good for him.
Yeah. I don't know. For me, it's like I feel like from once, he's happy to be at United. And no, I said we're keeping him, and he's almost like, yo, I've got my contract, I'm locked in, guys, man. I know where I want to be. If I go to another club now, I'm gonna get exposed, and I want to get,
he's comfortable.
Like, he's comfortable. I think for me,
he's in the Luke Shaw phase. Do you know that Luke Shaw phase?
Yeah,
where you're comfortable and you don't take. It's like you don't take your games so seriously. You're not extremely professional. It feels like he's going through the motions. Basically, that's what it feels.
Basically,
And me, I rewatched the Ipswich game, and then because people were saying Rashford's pace has gone, it's not the same. And then I don't know who played the ball. I think one of the centre backs or maybe one of the DMs, they fizzed the ball on the left hand side. It was in his channel on the left hand side. And I thought, he's going on to it. Sam Morsey, who's not even a quick centre mid, beat him in the race.
Yeah, I know he beat him in the race. I know.
Yeah, that was bad.
I couldn't believe it. All his career, Rashford would bet on himself to win that race. But Sam Morsey got it.
Yeah, he's like I said, it's difficult, man, because with Højlund, and listen, people know I've criticized him a lot, but when he's in that box, I always say like he's a threat. Like he can score. Like he's got an instinctive finish. It's just everything away from that. You know what I mean? And that's where the problem is. And now Højlund has shown in the Europa League, especially this season, that he's got a couple of goals here. But even Højlund's position is still not definitive. Like people say, yes, like people were telling me yesterday, like, oh, he just needs service and that. But not every striker gets service. Like, look at the way, what do you call it? Jackson, for example. Look at the way he makes his own kind of, chances. Like he makes a lot of it. Like he has to scrap. He has to get the ball and run with it. And I'm not saying they're the same players, but you know what I mean? Like you're not always going to go and get them situations where it falls for you like that. Some things you got to make out of your own. Sometimes the touch has got to be great and then you shoot it. You know what I mean? It's different variety of goals. But are you guys confident, guys, that he could be our leading number 9 for now? Like, are you guys like,
I think he needs the right kind of player to come into the team when he's not on form. So when he's not playing well, you need someone else that maybe comes in and offers something different, that has more experience. That's why for me, I've said this name a number of times, Cunha for me. Like, he makes the most sense. I know people don't talk about Gyökeres, and I love Gyökeres. And if Manchester United sign Gyökeres, I'm not going to sit here and complain. All right, he's probably one of the, if not the best striker in Europe right now. But for me, Cunha can play as a 10, left 10, can play as a striker if we need him to play as a striker. It might be because of how constrained our budget is that he makes more sense to bring in so that we can deal with other areas that we desperately need to deal with as well. So if Højlund is having a bad game, you play Cunha, who's a different profile, who can link play, who can get in behind, who can dribble, who can make his own chances. That's the kind of player I'd want to replace Højlund with. And Xerxes was he's still here. I don't know. I'm hearing a lot of rumors about him maybe going back there. I don't know if it's true or not.
It's just rumors.
It's rumors for now, but like I'm kind of worried about Xerxes. Like I don't like
on yesterday. I can't lie to you. That was a worry yesterday. The fact that he didn't even play him in the Europa League yesterday which is one of them where you're thinking, right, it's a bit more slower that sort of football. You know,
Yeah.
he's gonna maybe play him. I was massively surprised he didn't even get minutes at least.
There's
know what I
always
mean?
one that one player that the coach comes in instantly and has an issue with, and I'm
Yeah.
worried that because some of the things he said about his movement, I don't know. Like we'll see. Maybe he'll play him against Everton. You never know. But
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the beauty of this situation, that we don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean? We don't know whether he might play against Everton and whatnot.
I think. Sorry. I think Xerxes could win, not win. I think he could get in if we change the dynamic of the front three. For example, we play a 2-1-1. So, for example, yesterday was Garnacho and Mount behind Hoyland. But if we flip it, so it's a 1 and a 2. So, if, for example, it's Mount behind 2 strikers, or it's Fernandez behind 2 strikers, and then it's Xerxes alongside a Hoyland or Xerxes alongside a Rashford. So, you've got someone that can drop in, someone can run beyond. I think that dynamic might help a bit. I think the best strength that Xerxes got is, and you can use him as an out ball. So even if you're deep in your own half and you've got 2 strikers, he'll make it stick. That's the really good thing about him. He'll control it. The team can start slowly pushing up, and then he can lay it off to the nearest player around him. But the problem is, if he's playing in that 2, the 2 number 10s, they have a lot of work to do off the ball, Saeed. Off the ball, they've got so much work to do, because they also their positions constantly change. Not the reason they change is because, for example, you play 5-2-3, so the 2 number 10s are in this position. Sometimes they're going to drop in, so now it's a 5-4-1. You can't have Xerxes left mid or right mid. It's not going to work. But you can have Mount there and Diallo there, because it makes more sense, because they can drop in more naturally. Xerxes can't. So that's the issue of him having in that position. Also, yesterday, if Mount dropped into midfield to make it a 5-3, and then we've got Garnacho and Hoyland up top. The 5-3-2, it works to keep that middle more compact. Mount can fit in there. Xerxes wouldn't be able to fit in there. So that's why the versatility and quality of those outer 2 number 10s, it's more than just he's a forward player and that's a forward position. It's what they do on the ball and off the ball. The thing with this Amorim system, the more you start thinking about it, the more you start watching, you realize that not all positions, but a lot of the positions, it requires specialists, doesn't it? Like that position, that position next to Ugarte is critical. We get that right in the summer.
Very critical.
Right.
Very.
Who do you think makes sense for that position, like next to Ugarte?
In all, go on.
I like Edison, man, or Beleba, one of the two. Edison or Beleba. You know what I mean? I think for me, it's one of them two where, yeah. But then again, would you want someone who's a bit more creative as well? You know what I mean? That can get on the ball, and because then he can play the ball and switch it over. Remember Matic and Kante were playing that position, and Matic was the one that would play them forward passes or play it through the lines or dink it over the top. Like, so you can have that if you want to. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't know what sort of midfielder he likes. He may go and get his boy from Sporting. You never know, Hulman. You know what I mean? Like he could happen.
I like
you never know.
I like him, but I'm just worried about translating to the Premier League. That's the thing.
Yeah, people say Kobe Mainu there. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. People say
Kobe's passing range for me is I don't know. I don't think
has he got. He's got short passes. I don't know about long.
He's a good short passer with quick interchanges and whatnot. I don't.
Ruben Neves.
I don't think. For me, I don't know. I don't think
Angel Gomez is in there. Yeah, that's a shout. That's a shout. Angel Gomez on a free. But it's not like, you know what it is with me? Like, as much as, he's going to come in and whatnot, like, we don't know yet. Sekou Kone, listen, if there's a manager that likes young players, guys, it is this manager here. You know what I mean? It wouldn't surprise me if he gets fast-tracked quickly. Who knows? We'll
see him on tour. I think we'll see him play a lot on tour.
The tour.
In the summer.
Yeah. But just going back to the striking position, right? You are right. Like, Rashford is in big trouble, and Hoyland might have got that position at least minimum Everton game. You know what I'm saying to you? Then it's a case of, right, do you reward Mason Mount's good performance, or do you say to him, brother, get back on the bench? But then again, we got a game on Wednesday, guys. So it's like, if the manager did rotate, it's rotating because We've got games coming thick and fast. There's a game on every 3 days. Maybe we can't look at our personnel as strictly as we should do at the start of the season. At the start of the season, everyone can look at the style line and be like, you know what? Why is this guy not playing? But you know what? We've got a game every 3 days, guys. It's mad. We've got a game now, Wednesday. Then we got a game on Sunday. Then we got a game on Thursday. Then we got a game on Sunday. Then we got a game on Thursday. Like, it's, bro, you can't just tell Amorim, yeah, but I want my first 11 playing. It's not going to happen, man. It ain't going to happen.
Yeah. Well, we're not going to see... We'll see a core, like Wasim said, there's a core of players that I think he likes. I think someone like Mazraoui is going to play a lot. We just need to manage the minutes as best we can.
Yeah.
But hopefully more players come back, because in defense, even though we have the numbers, we are kind of light right now because the Euro is not back yet. Maguire's still not fully back yet. And even though Martinez is back, I don't think he's 100%. So we need everybody back. We need everybody back to manage the rest of the season. And in midfield, we're kind of light. So if we need to use of January if we can. Bring in
Was
maybe
Everton unused, by the way? Was Everton unused on Thursday? Was he injured?
I don't think he's injured.
Huh?
I don't think he's injured. I don't think he played. I don't think he came on, did he?
So who did we have on the bench then yesterday?
The bench, 1 second. The bench I've got here, it was Delors, Rashford, Shaw, Diallo, Casemiro, Bayanda, the keeper, Tom Heaton. So we had 2 keepers on the bench.
Oh, wow, we did have Ericsson. Yeah, so Xerxes didn't play because Ericsson didn't play and Kobe Mainoo didn't play. Wow.
Yeah, for Everton, we'll need them. Maybe he's expecting a deeper block against Everton. Maybe that's what he's expecting, but we'll see.
Yeah. That's interesting, you know. Very, very interesting. You know what I mean? So, boy, it's one of them, man. Before we move on, big up to everyone here, by the way. 800 people, 304 likes. Guys, we're not far off the 500 likes marks. Come on, guys. 200 people, guys, need to hit the like button so we can get to 500 likes. So please do that ASAP. There was that story from Liam Delap this morning. United potentially monitoring Liam Delap. I don't know how much it's going to cost you, yeah, but Liam Delap over Gyökeres, guys. Are we really saying that?
If Nuruddin wants him, doesn't he?
But Nuruddin's always against what the popular grain is. So I know why he wants him. He just wants to be different. You know what I mean? But yeah,
he's not a bad player. He's not a bad player.
He's not. But you know what it is for me? It's like if he has that big, like if he gets that stage fright where big club, you know, you gotta remember he's come from Stoke, come from a lot of academy football. This is his kind of almost like first full season, you know, playing at the highest level, you know, and as much as we say, yeah, he's this and that, like we've got to be careful because he goes on a barren spell and doesn't score in 10, 15 games. Everyone's going to be moaning. We've got 3 unproven strikers at the football club.
Yeah.
21 years old as well. You know what I mean? He's on a good run. He's on a little bit of a good run. But you know what, guys? Are we going to make the same mistake again? Are we?
We need a proven striker. 100%. Yeah. We need a proven, experienced striker. Someone that we can't always obviously guarantee goals, but we can get the nearest thing to a guarantee. So that's what we need to do. Someone that's shown they've scored 20 league goals consistently. That's what this team needs. Because regardless of what people say, we play like this and this will make us score more goals.
Yeah.
You need goals in that forward line because we actually lack goals in our wide players as well. So if we lack goals in our wide players, then it puts more emphasis on the number 9 to score more as well. So we really do need a proven number 9, in my opinion.
Proven number 9 is rare to find, man. Like people say, oh, he got locked up yesterday. You know, Gyökeres and whatnot. It was tough you're playing against you know, what do you call it?
Isn't it the best centre-back partnership in Europe?
In Europe,
you're going to have games like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So, games like that.
And when you stop supply line as well, it's difficult, man. So he was there. But I think for me, United should be going and looking at, if they're going to get anyone, it's Gyökeres, not Delap, not anyone else. I think for me, go and get Gyökeres. But then again, Arsenal in for him. Chelsea for some reason. Why is Chelsea in for him though, man? Like, why go on with Chelsea?
Chelsea are in for everybody. There's no transfer story I see where Chelsea are linked to the same player. So we'll see. They're still looking at Osimhen as well. I don't know. We need a lot in that attack. Attack is probably our weakest area of our football team right now. We don't have the quality. So we need more than one player in that attack. Just one, I wouldn't be happy if we just went out and just bought Gyökeres. That won't be enough for me. We need someone else that can play that left hand. We've seen links to Kvaratskhelia as well. Listen, Kvaratskhelia or Cunha, who are you going to go for? I mean, that's a tough one. If you get either one, I'd be very happy. Although I'd like Cunha because I feel he scores while also creating as well. So we need those kind of players. You add those players into attack. Listen, we might have maybe not the best performances, but those players can help you pull out. Instead of a draw, you get it 3 points. That's what Manchester United lack right now. We need.
But this Florian Plettenberg keeps putting this guy in
this guy.
Bro, I swear down, man. He's just putting it for 45 minutes ago. Why is he trying to push this agenda that we're in for Boniface, bro? Like, allow it, man. Allow it, bro.
Not Boniface.
You don't need Boniface, bro. You get me? Allow it, man. Do you know what I mean?
But again, obviously, there's other strikers. There's better players for us. There's better players for
100%, bro. You know what I mean? So I think for me, ultimately, the striker Liam Delap. Listen, I won't be fully against it, but what I want someone who I know is going to get goals in it. And
you know what you're getting. Yeah. I feel like I see with Delap is another situation of I like Højlund too, like for example, but do I know the max capacity of what Højlund can do in a minute? Just we don't know. It's another potential. We need to develop this guy. Yeah. He's 21 years old. He's good, but I don't think we can afford to take that risk of another young player coming in striker position. We need to get someone that we're like, okay, this guy, even if he's just a bully for the small teams.
Bully, for the small teams. Yeah, you're right. You're spot on. Big up to Bloomberg, says Jonathan David on a free. Guys, he has been bagging. I mean, Jonathan David's been around now in terms of United being linked with him for years, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, are we still going to go in for him? I'm not sure, man. Not every free is a good thing, you know what I mean? Like, some free signings aren't the ones, man. So for me, Jonathan David, nah, not for me, man. I can't lie. I've watched a lot of him in terms of Ligue 1 and also when he's played for Canada as well. Like, he's failed to deceive every time we've watched him. So I'm not sure about him, man. I really am not sure. But yeah, no, in terms of that one. Also, we linked with Quenda today as well. Quenda, we apparently met with the agent, but I don't know. How does Samuel Lucas know that, bro? Like, are we saying that Samuel Lucas is someone that knows people's ages?
Jorge Mendes, it's possible, but I don't know how I feel about this signing, potentially.
Are you sure? Well, Quenda?
Yeah, it's a lot of money for, 19?
How old would he be, though? How old would he be? How much would
he be? 18. 18 right now. They're saying 60 million euros.
He's 17, I think, right?
Yeah, he's a young guy. I don't know.
The thing is, I know it's a lot of emphasis on him at that age, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right wing back. I don't know.
Right wing back, man. I mean, Anthony, did he do it for you yesterday, Anthony?
No, listen, we need the specialists. We need specialists on both wing backs, in my opinion. Yeah. But that's a lot of money to commit to a 17-year-old. You have to be like generational, in my opinion.
But the thing is, we've got his confidence is ridiculous, bro. For 17 years old, man, his confidence is mad. You know what I mean? He can take people on. He's got that power. He's got that aggression. He's got that physicality as well in terms of, athlete. Like, bro, like, I would say for the right price. But again, you can look elsewhere, innit? You get me? Like, if you need to. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, but boy, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them.
Depends on price, doesn't it?
The price, yeah. The price. Yeah. There's other players we can look at. I'd want someone with more experience that can come in and we know what we're getting. I would say for the right wing back role, there's maybe not as many. Funny enough, I think there's more players for the left wing back, but potentially. So I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Quenda, I need to see more of him, especially in Europe, and I need to see bigger performances because certain players can give you that feeling of, okay, this guy, even though he's really young, he's giving you those performances like, that like someone like Yamal or when Mbappe broke through, or you get that kind of like, okay, this guy's going to do something in their career. So I need to see more of it to be like, I think by the summertime we'll know who we're buying. Just like this summer that just passed, we knew exactly who we wanted right from the get-go. So we'll see. But that's one to watch for sure. That's one to watch.
100%. Definitely one to watch out for, man. Also, there was stuff today coming out of United talking about Amorim specialized coaches for each key department of his Man United team in a bid to kickstart the season. Amorim has assigned members of his staff to work with defenders, midfielders, and forwards in one of the major changes from Everton as work on the training pitch, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that one-to-one coaching, man, with every department, bro. And I like the fact that before the game we're doing the shape, we're working on the shape, we're working on that, they're drilling it in. You know what I'm saying to you? So Amorim's like, bro, Amorim's really putting in his
work.
Yeah, his
I told
work,
you, man, Saeed. I told you he's the real. He's the real deal. When like he's a proper,
real talk, man. Real talk, guys.
Coach, man.
Let's be honest, man.
Yeah.
Like he's really like not messing around, bro. Like he wants to create a culture shift at United, bro. See what I'm saying to you? Like it's mad when you deep it.
He's very modern too, because that's kind of something I see in like a lot of American football, where there's different coaches for different parts of the game. So no, listen, we give this guy time. I'm not worried. Like if you give him time and the right players, I'm not worried that he'll have us competing. Not that I'm not saying he's gonna win us the Premier League or win us the Champions League, but I'm saying if we give him the tools, he will have us up there. The problem I'm worried about is, so far I need to see Ineos have that aggression in the transfer market.
I
like
agree.
This January, go sign 2 players. It makes our work for the summer a lot lighter. It makes we bring in these 2 players now. Maybe we can go and have a strong finish to the season. And next season you're going in on a high. You bring in more players, and then you can see the feeling around the club is going to change. People are going to be a lot more excited. And if you can get a very aggressive, energized Old Trafford, like you don't know what you can do next season. So for me, Ineos now, you've had the coach, you're going to go back on, man. I don't want to hear excuses. I don't want to hear there's no money. We need to go out there and get the players that we need for the system, because we need specialists. This system requires certain kind of players. You can't just buy anybody. So they need to get a spot on.
Regarding that coaching point, what's really good is because normally coaches, especially if there's not many of them, like for example lower leagues or more Sunday league and amateur leagues, it's the coach has to do like something like it's like a holistic approach. Whereas this is like the only people that normally get specialized coaches are the goalkeepers. But if you got one in every department and the coach knows Amorim's system inside out, so it's, for example, if I sent Saeed to the shops because I want this, Saeed knows that product inside out, so he gets it, and then he brings it back to me. So Amorim doesn't have to be anywhere. He's delegating, and they're going to report back to him. Amorim's going to say, did Rashford, who was the best trainer today? Who impressed in training? Who understood this instruction? And then his coaching might say, you know what, this person was a bit lethargic today. Maybe it's a mental thing, maybe it's a physical thing. But this person, I was surprised. He took instructions really quickly, and then that feedback is going to go back to Amorim, because Amorim already he's stretched all the interviews, all the training,
very stretched. I can't lie.
Even like probably adapting to a new home and so forth. It is a lot. And then what do you call it? So he has to delegate well, and I think he is doing, to be fair.
Yeah, 100%, man. Big up to Suj. He says, would you take Leroy Sané? I take him at Arsenal. Nah, not for me, man. He's low. He's done, man. I can't lie. I was watching him every week.
We can't be doing this. We can't be doing this. Sané, good career, but like, tired of the whole, like you've spent your whole career elsewhere. You come to United, and his wages are probably going to be very high. So nah, not for me. The only person I'll take from Bayern is Davies. That's about it.
Yeah,
And Olise, if we can get him, obviously we can.
One player we can talk about is a certain Moroccan man. You know what I'm saying? And that is Nozer Mazraoui. The manager talked about him yesterday. He said he's an incredible player. He's our future. He always looks fresh. Even if we have to be careful with every game, he's the kind of player we need, man. Bro, listen, man. I was very, very keen on this signing. As soon as we were linked with him, I was like, bro, get him right now, bro. I enjoyed watching him at Bayern Munich. You know, very, very good over there. Locked up Saka as well in that department. You know, both footed, right foot, left foot. You know what the maddest thing is? He's actually embarrassing a lot of these United players in terms of the technical flooring of this player, bro. Like, he is ridiculous with his feet, bro. Like, I've never seen someone like who's been the best player like that in tight spaces, bro. Like, cool, left wing Martial we had, Paul Pogba we had, yeah. But like in terms of tight spaces, just being that good, bro. You know,
how far back do you want to go?
Bro, like, you can go, I don't know. He's just ridiculous, bro. For 12 million as well. Nah, man. This is crazy, bro. Yeah, nah, real talk. Big up to Don in the chat, man. Like, real talk, man. Like, yo, he is 12. Like, that man let him go, you know. It's mad.
You know
It
what
happens.
it is, Saeed, I think not. There's a part of the reason. I think because he's trained basically with Kingsley Coleman, Gnabry, Sane, elite wingers.
Elite wingers, yeah.
Coleman is probably training left wing when he's in training sessions, left wing, and Mazraoui is right back. So they've duelled nearly every day in training for past so many years. So if he's playing with that elite level, he's facing that elite level constantly in training. That when it comes to match day, like I think Gary Neville said that training was harder than match day because in training he's facing Ryan Giggs. On match day he's facing Matthew Etherington. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's not the same quality in it. So I think he's just got so much confidence because he knows, you know what, I've locked up better players than you. So he just steps in, wins the ball, and then gets us on the attack. Exactly what he did for Rasmus's goal.
Yeah, no, ridiculous, bro. I don't know. There's not many words to kind of this. You know, there's too many. I feel like I've run out of words to describe this player, bro. Like, in terms of what he's done, bro. You know what I mean? For this club, man. Like, it's sensational, bro. And the fact that the managers come out there, bold, right centre back, right back, left back. You know what I mean? Like, he's everywhere. He could easily play midfield if he wanted to in that two centre midfielders. Like, he's that good on the ball. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, like, I just hope that he stay fit, bro, because I've looked at his injury record, man. It's not great, you know. There's a reason why he's got a bit of an injury record for Bayern Munich, and I just hope that we can keep him wrapped up, man. Because boy, he's the one. He's the one, man.
If we manage him well, especially if we get that's why for me January is crucial. If we can get a left wing back in, we can allow Dalot to play on the right wing back sometimes, and Euro comes back. So there'll be players who can come in and play, and the quality of the team is not going to drop too much. Obviously, Mazraoui, like you said, the technical level is way above, I would say, 90% of the squad. But it's a good deal. There's nothing you can say about that. And the funny thing about it is that we went into Bayern trying to get Delete, and we came out with Mazraoui as a bonus option, which is just fantastic when you think about it. A lot of people wanted Wan-Bissaka to stay. It's night and day between the two of them.
Night and day.
Night and day. It's like we suffered so many years with Wan-Bissaka's lack of technical skills, and we then got Mazraoui. It's like an insane level of upgrade right there. So that's what Ineos need to do with buying of players. There are certain deals you can get. There's certain clubs where this player is underappreciated that we can go in and get for a low fee. Not everybody needs to be 70, 80 million pounds. There are players out there that you can go in and get for a good amount of money that has that technical level will shock you. So we need to, again, scout properly. Not everything has to be crazy spending, and we can build a solid squad. Sometimes you break the bank, like for me, but it has to be for a clear start. Like, he has to be clear. Like when we bought Rio Ferdinand, for example, we knew what we were getting.
Yeah, you know what you were getting, yeah.
Yeah, you can't be paying 80 million for Anthony. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I know. No, 100%.
I look at players that basically they play for these big Champions League teams, maybe in a foreign league, but they don't get that much game time. So they might start getting frustrated a bit that I'm not getting in the team and so forth. Then can you poach one of them? Because there's a lot of quality on these benches, on these Champions League teams. You look at PSG's bench, look at other benches.
I know.
You can take someone.
Yeah, no, 100%. And bro, like, I don't know if Ten Hag was the reason why we got Mazraoui. You know what I mean? I think there was definitely a pull in there. Ineos, obviously, as well. But that was a very, very much big human. And for me, it's like he's the first name on the team sheet. But where do you reckon his best position is? Like, where would you want him playing? Are you still happy with him playing right centre back? Or do you think, for me, he's your right wing back option there? When everyone's fit, is he going to still play right centre back, you reckon?
That's tough. Because really the competition he has in that right centre back role is Euro.
Yeah.
Euro.
That's tough, man. I don't know. I would prefer to play Euro on that position, but Euro is young in it, so sometimes he might not always play. And we're managing him. Yeah. So, but again, it's a good headache to have, man. It's a very good headache to have. They can play a number of positions. Euro can play in the center as well. He doesn't have to play on the right center back too. So, but I would like him there because of his pace, and I think he's just these little cameos I saw in preseason. I think he offers us things that maybe Mazraoui does not have. I think his passing range, long passing range, is actually a little bit underrated. So I would like to have Euro back in the team as soon as possible.
No, definitely, 100%. The passing ranges are ridiculous from Lenny Euro.
And in this system, the wing backs are often free. If you actually probably noticed at Old Trafford yesterday, Saeed, like the wing backs, there's not always someone occupying them because the team shifts across, and then the right wing back, wing back is essentially free. So that's good. Also, if Mazraoui does play wing back, hopefully pushes Ahmad further up for the field. So that's another positive.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. Like I said, I think for me, he's good, man. He's a good player, man. A very, very good signing, man. You get me? Like, just keep it going, man. Keep it going. Keep them kind of. If someone said today, if we could have 11 Mazraouis in this team, bro, we would be top of the league, man. Top of the league right now. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's one of them where we've got to be thankful for Mazraoui, man. But we have got Everton on the weekend. How are you guys judging that game? Because they are a bit of a weird team. They're draw specialists, They draw. I don't know if they've got the most draws in the league right now. Let me just check right now who's got the most draws in the Premier League. Guys, we're on we're not far off 500 likes, guys. Come on, we can do this by the end of the stream. 366 likes. Make sure you follow in as well. Wasim_United. We need to get him to 50 subscribers by the end of the day as well, people. So make sure you subscribe. They've got 5 draws. Crystal Palace have got 5. Ipswich have got 6 draws. So they've got second highest draws in the league with 5 draws. 5 losses.
If we start the game fast, like we've kind of started these last few games under Amorim, these last 2 games actually, we scored early within the first 2 minutes. I think we'll win. And then, we come in, you score 1-2 goals in the first 15 minutes, game over. It's at Old Trafford, and
facts.
It's
you'd
tough.
Hope so.
You'd hope so. But I think that's what we need to do. Same again. We go again. We want to see a high level of performance. We want to see the same system being deployed, but better. And we want to see more clinical, a more clinical team. Like that's what I want to see improve. We had all these chances against Bodo Glimt, and we didn't take them. So if we can, I'm not saying it's going to be as easy. Obviously, Everton a better team, but if we are more clinical and we score early, I think we win.
Big up to my guy Matt Ross, man. I appreciate you, my bro, for the super chat. He says, "Big up, Saeed. We need real talk. I think Amorim fancies him out if he can stay fit. He's publicly saying he's hungry. Imagine if Mason starts bossing, bro. If Mason starts bossing, we start winning games. I think it's good for everyone. You know what I mean? Like that's what we need, man. We need We need players to start performing and shining. We need players. We need to be a team, bro. We need to be a team game. Like that's what this system will do because they're gonna hit a low block. Like I don't know what Everton's last team was. Let me just check their last game. Yeah, who did they play last game?
Brentford, I think. Was it Brentford?
Yeah, they drew 0-0 with 10 men Brentford, bro. So they're a poor outfit, guys, man. They're not a great team. You know what I mean? This was their team against Brentford. If I just show it on the they had
they don't score a lot of goals too. You're looking
yeah,
back at all their
Brentford,
games.
Tarkovsky, Ashley Young, Mikhalenko, Branthwaite, Dwight McNeil, and Dai, the Corey, Gay, Lundstrom, Carvalho. I swear down, man. This should be a routine game, bro. I swear.
Do you think this is a Branthwaite, another chance for Branthwaite to show us that he's what's coming, going after?
Yeah, that's a shout. Yeah.
So I think he'd be up for it. I think he'd be up for it.
I agree, man. I agree. So I don't know. What do you reckon, Everton, in terms of problems? Do you see any problems there, or do you think we need to start racking up some points because this league is looking, it's not looking good right now. We're 13th, but yeah, start winning games because we need to win this game before Arsenal. Because after Arsenal, after this game here, it does not get easier for United. It does not get easier, bro. Like generally, look, we have got the next couple of games. Yeah, this is our next games: Everton, Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Victoria Pleasant, and Man City away. Tough games, guys, man. Tough games.
I think the biggest threat Everton pose is basically their physicality, but in terms of attacking threat, it's very low. I think they've scored 10 goals this season. And that's basically same as Southampton, who are bottom of the league. So they're not going to pose much attacking threat. I think what United fans would like to see is when we have these good spells where we're pinning them back, pinning them back and so forth, if we can extend these spells. For example, if it's for like 2-3 minutes, can we extend it to like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, where we just pin them back and the fans are lifted up and creating scoring goals, or minimum at least creating chances. So we want to see the good things, but basically for an extended period of time, rather than a small amount of time.
Yeah, I agree. We agree with that when Brian is sustaining possession, but we have to be clinical though, man. That's the problem. We get these chances, bro. Garnacho and them, man, needs to be clinical, man. You know what I mean, bro? That's our problem, man, guys. Yesterday, man, the amount of chances we missed, man. Oh my God. Garnacho had 2 big chances. And then Rashford just, oh man. Need to be clinical, bro. Be like Højlund, man, in the box.
Hopefully, we have Bubble Patch Højlund, because he tends to score goals in batches. So if we have if he's on it, I think like I said, he's an interesting player. A lot of people don't think he's good enough, which is fair, which is fine. But I think if he's still our most clinical forward, so if we get him chances, he will score more goals. Clearly, Amorim has been working on that. See that first time, not really first time cross, but that cross from Mazraoui into Højlund was really good. I still think Højlund had to work to make that goal happen because that was still a hard goal to score. But again, giving the ball in the box so he can shoot, and putting those crosses, we never used to see them. We've not seen them on the Ollie where we work the ball down the sides and then you see a cross and the striker is tapping in the goal. We don't used to see that at United. We haven't seen that in a long time. So that's more of what I want to see. I think Everton are going to have a nasty deep block, if I'm being honest.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, if we can go into Everton, we play them with a deep block that they're going to set up, and we win. That's another kind of test that we've passed with Amorim. So we keep going forward again. Arsenal is a different kind of test. We're playing a very tough team, the top team, they're in form. When that time comes, we'll deal with that, but we got to get past Everton first.
Let's get the formation up, guys. 120 likes, guys, from 500 likes. We're not far away, guys. Get these likes up to 500 people. Let's go to the formation. We did a formation on the Mandem Talk. We were only a couple away, I remember we had, I think it was Shaw there. It was Malacia. Obviously, Onana was in there. And Mason Mount got it right. There was someone else it might have been Garnacho. Yeah.
You need the two tens, not two strikers.
Yeah. So Onana will play anyway. Onana will play. It's a given. Onana's going to play. This is where it gets interesting, right? Is it going to be the same? I reckon it's going to be the same, Same back three that we played against Bodo Glimt.
Yeah, I think it will be Marzouari, Dulit, and Martinez.
Yeah. Wasim, do you agree, or do you what do you say to that?
You're mute.
Don't know. Can you hear us, Wasim? Wasim, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I was on mute. I didn't realize. I was just saying, I expect a very similar lineup, but the formation that we've got on is more of a 3-2-3-2, so it might look a bit awkward on the screen because you might have Garnacho alongside a striker. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
It should be a 3-4-3, Saeed.
Oh yeah. So my bad. Yeah, you're right. I need to change that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, you're spot on. Yeah, Mazzarawi on that side. There's Sancho on the other side here. Cool. Right, midfield. I reckon it's going to be again the same. Bruno and Ugarte. I don't think it will change, guys.
Yeah,
anyone disagree?
That's fine.
Yeah.
No, that's yeah. This I think is best for right now anyway.
Yeah. Who would have thought, Bruno Fernandes will be an 8 in this system? I still think for me it'll be Ahmad and Gan. I think no. It'll be Dalot. Dalot's still going to be in there. I think it'll be Ahmad again on that side as well. I just think the only change is going to be Rashford up front.
You think Rashford will play up front?
No, he won't play up front. It'll be Højlund.
Okay, from like the last league game.
Yeah, so I think it will be.
Okay.
I think it will be similar. But actually, you know what? Right 10. It might be Rashford. Right 10. Maybe left 10 and right 10. Don't know. What do you not think?
Think Mount will start, or do you think Mount is going to be rested?
Nah, I don't know. This is where it gets interesting. So I know here Garnacho's going to be on that left-hand side. I just know. Like, it's not going to... This is the one where I think, for me, you'll see a surprise. Maybe it is going to be Mason Mount on that side. Maybe he's earned himself a start.
I think if he's fit to go, then... Because they subbed him.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I think it will be Mount.
Yeah, you reckon it'll be this? Yeah, guys. Yeah,
because Rashford, he's not really shown enough to get into the team, and considering Amorim's comments, he's very strong on Mount. If we're basing it on meritocracy, has Rashford really played better than Garnacho? Not really.
No,
even though it's been both of like medium to low standard. So I think Garnacho is going to keep his position. I think Rashford position basically Højlund's taking it after his performance.
But you know what's crazy though? When you think about it, look at it. When you look at our bench with this team, we have Casemiro on the bench, we have Xerxes on the bench, we have Rashford on the bench. That's not a bad bench to have, actually.
Yeah.
So we lack the quality and specialists, but I think this 3-4-3 has helped us a lot with our team. With the number of players that we have, and funny enough, I know people say we don't have the specialists, but I think it's helped us.
I can't lie to you, man. I think this is nice, guys, man. I'm enjoying this system. I'll be real with you, man. Garnacho will not start. I'm sorry he's ahead, but you have to be realistic. He will start. Garnacho should not be starting. Yes, he should not be starting. But right now, as it stands, who takes his position? Who right now?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't think Rashford will play there. I don't think he will play Bruno advanced.
Like I said,
unless Manu is back.
Yeah, Manu. That's why I said Manu's got one position, and that's there. Maybe Bruno Fernandes goes back into that role. Maybe forgot Casemiro and Eriksen, by the way. You just think these guys are going to keep getting benched? I think you could have a situation where Bruno plays alongside Garnacho and that 10 role, and then Casemiro comes back in for the game against Everton.
I don't think it's just Everton, because Everton are going to sit very deeply and they don't pose that much attacking threat. Also, Fernandes, if we actually, you were at the game, so you would have got a good view. Amount of late runs he made on the edge of the box, he was calling for it.
Yeah, I
no,
know.
No one was finding him because he's starting from deeper. He can make those late runs, and he's normally got a good strike at the edge of the box. But Garnacho, because Garnacho's like tunnel visioned, he wasn't looking back to find Fernandes at the edge of the box. You see Fernandes complaining a lot. But I think because they're going to sit back, Diallo's going to push up. Fernandes is going to get a lot of time on the ball, and I think that team, I think the team's fine. Maybe for Arsenal, Casemiro might come back in, and there might be a bit more defensive tweaks. But I think for Everton, will be a bit more imposing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I agree. But yeah, no, I think for me, it's not a bad team. Not a bad team, man. And we need to win, bro. We need to get these wins coming up because, boy, it's gonna be tough for cup, man. I can't lie. This league right now is very, very difficult, guys, to get to top 4. I think for me, United fans should just chill with the top 4 and all of that. You know what I mean? Just focus on getting into that top 6 if you can, because yeah, Brighton, they did drop points today, though. I can't lie, which is a bit unusual from them. But they are second in the league. It's crazy. On goal difference. Yeah. Goal difference, is it? No, actually, no. They have got exactly the same amount of points. Exactly the same amount of goal difference. Exactly the same amount. Yeah. So why are they ahead of it? Is it just alphabetically or something?
Is it fair play? Does it go to fair play? On yellow cards?
Maybe, I don't know. It's weird.
I think it does.
Does
it goes to yellow cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, and anyway, they're gonna get beat this weekend anyway, and then they're gonna go down in their goal difference, so they're gonna be clear anyway. Well, I think
You think Man City are gonna lose to Liverpool?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, without a doubt.
They should lose, to be honest.
They should, but it's
top 5. Are you sure, Nick Nash? Are you sure it's this year? Top 5 gets automatic Champions League place. Or I don't know.
Is it? Did it pass, or is it? I
don't know. You know, there was a lot of.
Is it still down to our performance? Is it still down to the performance of the team in the
yeah. Coefficient right now. If I was to look at the coefficient just before we go on that, yeah. So United 60. If we win this weekend, we can go up to.
Because the blue would. Those 4 blue, because 1, 2, 3, 4 is blue. That's showing Champions
Nottingham Forest are going to beat Ipswich tomorrow, man. Fuck's sake. We need Ipswich to do us a favor, man.
You never know, man. Ipswich are
I'll be covering it tomorrow. 3 p.m. kickoffs, guys. Make sure you're there.
Tricky team.
But yeah, Tottenham, Fulham. Hopefully
that's a tough game. That's a tough game.
Yeah, Arsenal for West Ham, so that's not too bad. Villa. I mean, Villa. If we win and we beat Villa, we're ahead of Villa. No, we're not actually.
Maybe goal
difference. Goal difference.
Fuck's sake, man. That's a problem.
No, I don't worry too much about it, man. We just need
that
to do
0 goal difference is shocking, though. But then again, Aston Villa have got 0 goal difference. No one's talking about
that. Oh,
Tottenham Hotspur, man. Fair play, you know. They got 14. It's not bad, you know. Second best in the league. Scored the most though in the league. Though.
Yeah, it looks like
that right there is gonna be their thing where they can lose, they can concede, yeah, and have a shit keeper, yeah, because they're not no Vicario, but they score a lot, man.
But it is that in the games they win well. It's not like I said the games they lose, they score goals, a lot of goals too. It's like they're either very good or they're just kind of not as good and not as clinical. So they're not scoring a lot of goals in the games they drop points as well, like from what I've seen. So I don't know.
This, I believe, is right now the coefficient. I don't know if this is updated, guys. Here we go. No, this is it. So England are top. I don't know.
We'll see. I'm not so sure, but we'll see. I don't know. I'm more so worried about the performances, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah,
if
let
we're
us
playing,
know,
if we're
guys, if
playing
this is
well,
right.
if we're playing well, and come end of the season,
Yeah.
we're still performing at a high level.
Yeah, we're top, man. We're top. So we should be giving it then, surely. Scroll up. Yeah, we scrolled up, man. Are England top of that league, guys? Am I seeing this correct? Maybe, yeah, because we're all in Europe, innit? You know what I mean? There's a lot of teams in Europe. Plus, remember, we got extra position as well because of the fact that we
We won the FA Cup.
we won the FA Cup, so we got extra position. So I think, and to be honest with you, I don't see many teams going out quickly anyway now. Because you got to remember, Villa are doing well. And this, by the way, this can change this group. Villa are doing well. Chelsea are doing well in their Conference League, wherever it is. United are starting to slowly get back a little bit up there. So, you know what I mean? It's, but I think for me, win the Europa League and then we can just have that end towards the season. I don't think for me personally, we're gonna get consistency in this top four. I'll be real with you. I swear down, I can't see it for me personally. Top four, top five. I think for me, we'll be fluctuating week in, week out, man. And I don't know if this team has got any consistency about them. I don't know you guys, but do you see consistency in this team to go on a 5-game winning run? Like, because that's what you need, to get, up the,
I don't know.
table.
I'm game by game, man. I'm
Yeah.
game by game. Take it as it comes. I'm not really sure about worrying too far ahead right now because the teams,
Yeah.
the teams around us are still really pretty good. Obviously, the teams in top 5, top 6 are really good in the Premier League, and we are starting at such a disadvantage with the way obviously we started this season. So game by game, let's see stronger performances. Let's score more goals. Our goal difference, like we showed, is 0, which is terrible. We come, I think March. That's when I want to see what the table looks like. I'm not looking at the table till March. Then I'll be like, okay, we'll see where we are. Then if we're close, it's within 3 points. Then you don't know what can happen at that point. But right now, it's too early.
I don't even look at the Premier League table till like December. Like I generally don't look at it. Like if you told me Brighton was second, I would have known. Like without looking at it, because I don't really keep. Because I don't think you don't need to look at it till like this. You need to let games like settle in and like teams settle in and so forth. Because there's gonna be a lot of inconsistencies, especially at the beginning of the season. But I think it's a season where Liverpool do look strong. I think Arsenal now Odegaard's returned strong, and if they can keep Partey, Rice, and that Odegaard trio fit, they're gonna be good. And then we've got other teams like Villa, Brighton, and so forth. They're going to take points off the big teams or the bigger name teams, so to speak. And then also teams like Forest and so on. They've beaten some good sides this season. So I think week by week basis is the correct way to take it, because I think everyone's going to take points off pretty much everyone this season. I don't think it's guaranteed and it's so obvious. I think the quality of the league's good, so teams that haven't got a big name, they're going to take more points off bigger name teams.
Yeah. No, 100%. Everyone's beating each other. That's why it's so competitive, this league, man. Everyone's beating each other. You know what I mean? It's a very, very competitive league, and right now, Brian, you are right. You know what I mean? It's game by game, really. Let's be honest. Like, we can't really focus on other situations. We've got to just keep winning our games, keep picking up the points. You know what I mean? Like, generally, that's what you got to do. And then go
just want to be quiet.
Yeah.
Like Chelsea last season, where they started picking up points towards the end of the season. No one really knew. They were just there for top 4, and they could have had a chance of getting it. So that's what we need to do. Just be quiet. Do what we need to do. Get up, start picking up points, improve our style of play, and before you know it, April is going to be here. We'll be in the spring, and if we're within 3 points, then you can go for it. But right now, we need to make sure we're at least in contention. But I wouldn't look at the table too much if I'm being honest.
Yeah, man, we got to keep it going, guys, man, and hopefully we win, man. What are you saying predictions wise on Sunday?
Man. I'll go 3-1 United.
3-1 United. I'm gonna say, I think I said 2-0 clean sheet, 2-0 nice and easy.
I would like us to get a clean sheet, to be honest, and then win the game. Even if we win, even if we play like well and win 1-0, that's better than playing not so well and winning 2-0, if that makes sense. So I'd rather clean sheet, solid foundation, score your goal, win the game, look more of a team, and then progress going forward.
Yeah, 100%, man. The main thing is performance, guys, man. We need that performance. Give us a performance. Give us something to believe in. That's what we need to know. You know, if we can get that and install that within us, that's the main thing, guys. So let's see, man. But listen, people, we are gonna wrap it up here, guys. Let me know if we're seeing we got 50 subscribers on your channel. And also, guys, please like the video, man. It costs you nothing. We're here. It's 11:40 in the night in the UK. We're giving you good content, good debate show. Please like the video. You know what I mean? It costs you nothing. Bottom right hand corner, if you don't know where it is, helps the channel grow more. But yeah, we'll see. Did you get the 50 subscribers?
No, I'm a bit short, to be honest. I'm on about 31.
31, guys. Come on, let's get Wasim to that milestone, guys. If you can, that will help him out, his channel and whatnot. And it's all about you know, helping each other, people. I'm gonna put the link in the chat right now. If you lot could just get him to 50 subscribers, guys, help him up. You know what I mean? We always like to help people on the channel. And yeah, man, big up to you lot, man. Brian, thanks for coming on, bro.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Yeah, and we'll see. Big up to you as always again, man.
Yeah, good chat, good insights from the panel. Big up Brian. W's in the chat for Brian.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And if people could follow me on my YouTube, I'd appreciate that as well. So
yeah.
thank you.
There we go, people. There we go, man. I'll be back tomorrow, guys. 3 p.m. kickoffs tomorrow. There's some good games. Well, Ruud van Nistelrooy's first game. Is he actually going to be managing tomorrow?
Must be in it.
I don't think so. Not for this. I think midweek, but not for tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe midweek.
Is it midweek? Yeah, good to see Ruud van Nistelrooy playing. But tomorrow, guys, we've got Brentford, Leicester, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Forest versus Ipswich. We get to see Cunha ball tomorrow, and then I'll be doing the West Ham game as well versus Arsenal, alongside the Clasico. Bayern Munich are playing as well against Dortmund, which isn't got the same hype anymore. You know what I mean? But we'll see what that game's saying as well. So make sure you tuned in tomorrow. A lot of football, and then obviously Sunday we got the games. And then yeah, it's just going thick and fast, guys, man. Just content. So you lot hit the like button, show appreciation, and we'll see you lot tomorrow. Take care. Peace.